Hey yo, what up, chats? I hope you're going to be back again, man. Welcome to the Cloud Showcase. Today, our guest is Sia. We're on the Star Studio 01. He dealing with the graphic and photographer. And if you want some pieces, he also sell some pieces, so you can check in, IG. So, yeah, welcome to the Star Studio, man. Okay, start me.
Yeah.
Yo, what up? Are you good? How are you feeling?
No, I'm great. I'm feeling awesome on the Wednesday morning.
Yeah, can you introduce yourself to your people, where you from, and how long you been studying to be a photographer and the graphic?
Hello guys. I hope you guys good. My name is Siabo Mantleko. I'm from Takani, the east end of Johannesburg. I've been doing fine arts for almost like 8 years with photography. And then I've done works of fashion and also graphic design. So in 2001, that's when I started to build my own space, my own gallery, because of the experience that I found throughout exhibition, showcasing, getting to know other people that are doing the same work that I do. So where I stay and where normally people buy my artwork is a bit far from my everyday, it's a bit far from where I can say these are my target markets or these are my target audience. So what made me start this studio was the fact that now I have to now stop cancelling or stop traveling from Zagan to Johannesburg for shows and exhibition and all that energy in the culture. So I thought to myself, why can't I now bring that whole market and the whole experience to Ilukshin, to someone who is still in high school or primary, or to Funuguma artists, but they don't know what are the struggles of being an artist. Because normally with people that are artists, not everyone finds the true meaning of their talent at a young age. Because we all predict life is going to be the same way of being a nurse, a doctor, a policeman. We all grew up in that perspective because of how we're being told to. Well, with my generation, we've been told it's okay, you're going to earn more if you now you are partaking in those type of careers. Meanwhile, God gave us talent. It's something that is there already. You just need to sharpen it with education, obviously. So talent without education sometimes it's like vague. So you need information, you need experiences, you need to connect with people and learn different things amongst it. So yeah, hence now the born of Star Studio or the birth of Star Studio came about is to cut the distance short for me to travel from here to Johannesburg and do the work, find connections, of which now it's cooler because of now this internet. We just communicate via internet, but I know that my work, I'm working at home, or I'm working at the studio that I'm renting now, of which I call it Star Studio. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy my day as we indulge in why I'm doing this.
Yeah, wow. So how do you describe your photography?
I'd say my photography is fine arts or conceptual photography because it narrates a different daily stories. It needs someone who can read the picture than someone who's just going to look at the picture and say it is beautiful. So I like to create some kind of work where there's controversies, like saying something out of the norm, because we as humans we believe obviously indlela okhuliswe ngayo siziyona up until you get to a certain age whereby some of the things you wanna, they come on a different perspective and you gotta learn them on your own manner or technique. So that's how I love my own style of photography. It's conceptual, it wants you to think, it talks about politics, it talks about our day-to-day stories, it talks about home, what is home, it talks about the relationship there, it talks about like our daily stories, as I said. I'm not limited to a specific niche whereby I'd say my work is only focused in a collection of love or a collection of buildings like architecture does. So my influence of photography came from me being a fashion designer, but not pursuing it as a career. It was just a thing that I want to know how to do, like a t-shirt, a trouser. And then it was also influenced by what's the drawing, the fine arts behind it. Because when you learn photography and you learn fine arts, the nice thing about it, you actually find some of the elements that you use in fine arts is the same elements that you use in photography. So for me, it wasn't like a big deal to actually combine the two, because they're using the same fundamentals, and it all makes sense when we speak of canvas composition. So the same thing that you do on paper is the same thing that you do on your AVF, whether it's portrait format or a landscape format. So that's what defines my work.
Okay.
Yeah.
So talk to me about black and white versus colors when it comes to photography then.
I think with colors, number one, what I can say with colors is that color has a very critical effect, or it has a huge impact on how we see images with color. Because red can depict something else, something on the picture that is yellow can depict something else, and sometimes it's hard for you to see. With black and white, what I like about black and white, we call it a monochrome. In photography language, we call it a monochrome color, meaning you only see one color effect. So with black and white has the effect. We call these effects because they project a certain feeling to our eyes and emotion. Remember, art is about expressing the emotion. So using a black and white picture can also give us a perspective of the picture is old. Number one, because back in the days we didn't have color. We used to shoot like film with black and white and whatnot. So it gives you that value of being old, or it gives you a value of have a deep story meaning behind it. And then when it comes to colors, I feel like if you want to do fashion photography, colors are good for you in terms of pictures and framing, because of why. With fashion, we want to see the texture, we want to see the colors, or whether we're using a range of a certain color, of a certain season. So colors and shape and texture have an influence to human emotion. So if you want to do fashion photography, that's where you're going to be able to use more color. That's where you are able to you're gonna be working around with something called color correction, where you are being taught to find like perfect colors that are going to complement each other. So there's also things like you need to understand the color wheel when you're working with colors. What are the complementary colors? Is it red over black matches? Is it green over red matches? Is it blue over red matches? What does what does it evokes to the viewer with Maraiboni having a spark? Saying, oh damn, I like this piece because of you use a certain color in a specific season, and the message that you're trying to send across to your audience or to your market, they easily grasp it to say, oh, it's because of winter, hence they're using this color setup, hence the color correction, hence the editing is being positioned in this manner, why the object is shifted to the left, why the object is shifted to the right, why is she in the middle. Those now are also part of the things that makes your picture become more visible. Even if the picture is blurred, but if everything is sitting right at its own composition, definitely your eyes are gonna be like sparked.
Yeah.
So that's the difference between the color and the black and white. But you can listen to any other people that does the same work. They might explain it in a different manner and so on. So this is how I got to see the difference between the color and black and white. Black and white, most of the time, if you check when you listen or if you watch, watch because it's a visual.
So, do you remember your first camera and how you felt when you have it?
Yeah, my first camera was Fujifilm. Yeah, it was the greatest camera ever at the time. What fascinated me is that it could zoom, but it wasn't a DSLR whereby they could take the lens and change, put a different f-stop and so on. So my first camera was Fujifilm. What I liked about it, it kept on zooming, and I could just like zoom an object from afar, and it was heavy on me. I felt like I have this thing over control, and it's like I'm starting to create things. I'm starting to bring vision into like real life. To me, it was a fascinating tool because of being in the car, like early in the morning. I'd go out, and take pictures of birds, kids. Like I'd definitely like spend the whole day outdoors, right? And then I'll come back later. Tell you the truth, even if I didn't eat my breakfast, I didn't mean anything to me because I found something that I found a friend basically. Yeah. So it kept me. It kept me for a while. I still love it.
Let's talk about your influencer. So, which person put an impact on what you're doing?
There's so many people that are putting very much behind the scene impact of who I'm becoming. My family first. They're the ones who I daily give a credit, number one, because I believe that if they didn't give me the chance to express myself, I wouldn't be here and do what I do. But with their respect and visionary mind to see that I'm a different kid and they're gonna allow me to express myself, that and so on, it wasn't there. And then come back to the community, because those are the people that I see every day. Those are the people that I talk about in my artworks. Those are the people that shift my mindset of being normal. Those are the people that challenge me better than I looking at myself in the mirror. So my community is also playing a huge role in how I perceive life, and they are the ones that make me tell stories basically, because I see them every day. I give them my encounters, the energies, the humility, the chance of learning on what is real and what is not real, because most of these days everyone has an opinion, especially social media, so everyone is saying something, and we don't have this me time type of thing where I can look at your eye and be like, I really love me, and then you could say, yeah, I love you. But because of you here, I can feel the energy, I can see your intentions. It becomes simple for me. So those are the people that brings the real life of me to now start put something on the paper that is meaningful.
So, I saw your pictures on IG on your field, and I see the stylish is so in sync. I'm concerned of like, are you styling them before you take photo or what?
Yeah, normally most of the time when we do a storytelling, we style them. I have friends that does tailoring, design, fashion designer. So as I mentioned earlier, that my work was influenced by fashion. So I'd look at his design and then start to draft like a storytelling based on the clothes he's wearing or he designed. And then sometimes because of we capture original moments, we capture like live moments. So there's no need for me to dress them at times because of I call it's not a luck, but sometimes you can capture something that is real without you adding anything towards it. Especially when you're shooting outdoors, like street photography. You don't have to tell people how to move, where to be, to stand. But with some of the pictures, yes, I do dress them because of now. It simply means that there's an item that we're selling, and this is how we want to sell our item in the most fashionable way and in the most controversial manner to spark an idea on our audience on how we can sell our clothes in a different perspective.
So, can you spot a difference on 90s, 80s, and now generation painting?
90s.
Yeah, in 80s and now generation painting.
I can say back in the days, paintings were influenced by your Michelangelo's, and then contemporary, also 90s, they're being influenced by your Michael Basquiat, and now I feel like the neo generation, the millennials, are pushing the idea of realism to draw a piece that looks like a super real human being, or to draw a picture to an extent that it looks like a photo. So that's the now thing with the art times that we have recently. And then we have people like Nelson Makamu, but most artists, they have this technique of cross-hatching. Yeah, that style is more it's like a freehand drawing, illustrating. So that style is around 80s where photography started to flock in the market. Yeah, a lot of people were still using that cross-hatching template as compared to now. As now, people are focusing on taking out the real detail of the object. Like, it becomes super real. So there's a lot of techniques that a lot of artists are using in these different years, from 90s, 80s, and like recent. As I mentioned, with back in the days, we got the influence from Michelangelo, and from Michelangelo's even writing, it was Shakespeare writings, and so up until the year came, everyone wanted to have their own different type of writing. Hence, we have hip hop with certain words, with certain stanzas. It's no longer the same because there's a new invention over and over again. Over the years, things changes.
So, do you feel the pressure on social media success?
Well, I don't feel the pressure, but at first, I won't lie to you, I'm a human being. At first, uh, you go to this thing that is new in the market, everyone is speaking about it, people are getting paid. You see, you also want to adapt as an artist to these platforms and see how you can maneuver your art, how you can sell your work in the market. And you find out there's thousands of people are doing the very same thing you do. So somehow it crashes your spirits because sometimes it feels like, yo, I haven't done much, or what I'm doing is not available because of there's 1,000 people that are doing. But because of I believe in differences, like we are different. They can place a picture now and say we are 1,000 in a room. We need to draw a single image. I don't think we're all gonna have the same picture, and so or the same angle, because we're gonna see that object in a different perspective. That's what keeps me going and keeps me more in line with my beliefs and my process and the stories that I'm telling. Because sometimes competing yourself with the people that are on social media, it drains you. That's why you feel like you're not doing anything, because of now you start competing. You see, there's a say that says comparison is a steal of joy. Because once you start comparing yourself, that's where you start devaluing yourself, and then you feel like people that are on Instagram, they're doing things way better than you, and then now you don't have the power to keep on carrying on to do what you do, because you feel like you haven't done anything. So if you move away this thing and focusing on your wisdom, focusing on your beliefs, focusing on your day-to-day processes, somehow along the way you might have your own niche that is way too different than any other artist on Instagram, because of why you followed your own path. You didn't follow the path of, because now what you can see, there's also trends. Trends mean we all want to do the very same thing. Never mind between and so on, but we end up being in one pot and so on. Now we end up chasing one goal, one dream. When you are on your own, it's either you take it as an inspiration and put it aside and continue to work with your own vision and mission, and then in that manner, I feel like you won't feel social media as heavy as it is, because of it shows you what you're trying to do. There's someone who's done it 10 times before, but you keep on your own lane. Along the way, you're becoming more exposed to a different set of information, and the music that you listen to influences you differently. The ages, the more you grow, you find it more unique to not to fully doodle the whole picture, but to just sketch it half and then you leave it there. You don't have you don't have time to explain it to thousands of people to say, I did this because of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now you're no longer creating for yourself. Now you are creating for us as people. You know. So now you wanna start imitating rather than do what you believe. And then us as consumers or us as buyers, we're gonna love what you do. We're gonna feel what you trying to say to us, and then that's what we wanna buy it. So we're not buying. Yes, a lot of people, they buy it because of you famous and not no. But you can be famous and not giving us a valuable story. And so you having 1,000 likes doesn't mean you give people value. And so we watch a lot of people doing nasty things. They have crazy followers. That doesn't mean now you have to feel pressure because of now that person has 1 million just by showing legs or showing a physique and so on. So your hustle is way too different. So as soon as you start comparing yourself with the entrepreneurs or the people that are on social, you are basically stabbing yourself to say you're not doing anything. and I wanna be like Sia, and I wanna be like, I wanna be like, and then bit by bit you're drowning because you're comparing yourself. But take it as an inspiration. If you take it as an inspiration, then everything will turn out good. My granny used to say, positivity brings happiness. So if you're being positive towards you being on Instagram, have a positive mind, regardless of what you're gonna see. Someone who's doper than you, someone who's lesser than you, but acknowledge each and everyone's work to say, oh, that's energy there. That's different. That's something I can build from it. So when you think positively, you on your own self, you become happy because everything you think of, it's just positive. Be that someone who gives life a positive attitude, not what life gives you, because the life wouldn't give you everything you want. So sometimes it gives you a negative play, but it's up to you how you come with yourself to that state. So if you come negative, it will kill you and so on. But if you come positive with it, it's easy for you to stand on the ground. Because look at how social media does now. Like it's easy for you to be crushed.
Yeah.
And so on. They can vote for you to be there, and they can still demote you to calm down. So if you're not learning how to be standard with how you portray yourself on Instagram or on social media.
Yes.
Yeah, it's easy for you to shrink as an artist or to develop as an artist. So I look at social media for me as an inspiration, like a source of inspiration, not a competition.
So, where do you see yourself on the painting space? Like, are you looking for having your solo shows, things like that?
Yeah, in the near future, I'll be hosting my own shows. As I mentioned before, that the reason why I started my Style Studio Gallery is that I saw that the market is on the north of Joburg, and there's a lot of people that I know that are from my hood that are doing the very same thing, but we only find ourselves on the other side of the city. So me doing this is to inspire the very same people that would like to partake in fine arts and photography, to say, oh, we have a close reference in our hood. We don't have to now drive all the way to Joburg and see what are exhibition or what is an artist or what is a painting. So the purpose of this thing is to teach, inspire, and to spread love. So soon enough we're gonna do our own show. That will be the first show, Esienza and solo, where I showcase my work. But I've done shows before, group exhibitions with Sanlam, with the Y40, Youth for Tourism, sponsored by the YES program. Did a show at Springside Gallery with a Gotema photography school. And now this is going to be like the first event where I do my own, where I showcase my own works. So yeah, I'm looking forward to do that, and you guys will be invited.
What story your painting tell?
Wow. Most of my time, my stories are I'm fitting into people's shoe. I don't know if it makes sense. What I normally draw is my everyday stories, like projecting an emotion of being a happy kid in Okshini, having the influence of my self-portrait is giving the confidence in me through emotions, giving this uniqueness of the artwork in every painting that makes people believe this is the actual thing that's been created from a non-existent. So my pictures expresses the emotion of being real, number one, and self-portraits are most of my work as a portfolio. So I project that life of politics in self-portraits and an everyday story, like your Krizani, like your Steve Bantu Biko. Like I try to tell different stories using my own self-portrait. So I bring that element of realness to say, oh, if this is me on the picture, people start to even believe it more than someone else. You know what I'm saying? Because of when they see me, they see someone who's here on a day-to-day basis. Unlike drawing a picture of anybody, like a celebrity, that doesn't. Yes, it does give us the realism of the expression of this is the person that we know, but people find it more fun and more valuable if it's the very same person they see on an everyday life. So hence I'm using myself as self-portraits and telling the stories.
So, which painter you would like to collaborate with?
A painter?
Yeah.
I'd like to collaborate with Fatwan Mukeli, the likes of Bambolami Sebi again, the likes of Nelson Makamu, and I'd like also to collaborate with other people that are not on the space of artistry or of arts. Like I'd like to work on different fields to explore different material and so or different medium of work, so I can just edit on my work so that my work would look more changing with the more I get the experiences.
So, what message do you have for a young person who like to be a painter and a photographer?
The message I have with the young painter or a photographer is that you need to be patient with yourself, believe in yourself, go out, read, explore, play, and have fun. Because as an artist, idea comes from anything. You just have to be vigilant enough to see and know where you're going. So as an artist, I advise you to don't box yourself. Don't think less. Think more. Think ahead. Think beyond. And never allow your circle to fuse or to dim the potential you have. So if you feel like they're shrinking your talent, go out, find the people of your same talent, because of the birds of the same feather.
Yeah,
they
one
flock
more thing
together.
I'd like to say here on the channel
I'd
about
like
what you're doing, or about your show, or about how people can find you.
Okay, as I mentioned, I'm Siabong Clero. You can find my work on Instagram, Star Studio. I'm going to share the link, guys, so that you can follow. And then also, I'm Istyle Assassin Studio on Facebook, and that's where you guys are going to find my archives, where I started to do photography, where I started to do fashion design, where I started my first painting, and yeah, most definitely I'd like you guys to follow the page and get more information, and also like and subscribe so that we can grow and see another me in the same screen. So let us support this channel.